Hey guys, welcome back to another video, or should I say, episode. Yes, you heard that right. I can gladly announce that Super 6 Predictions is now a series. Since this is now the 5th video on my channel, I thought it'd be cool to mark the occasion by introducing the series. So the previous 4 rounds will be included as well, meaning this video you're currently watching is now the 5th episode of the series. Also, at some point along the way, it won't just be myself doing these predictions, it will be me versus the guests. So if anyone would like to feature, please let me know, as it would be really nice to have mates on the channel, which should be fun as well. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what I'm doing for the time being. So yeah, let's have a look at last week's summary to see how I got on. There are 2 big things I've learned from this round. Just because a side has the highest percentage of votes to win in their favour doesn't mean they always do. And secondly, predict the unexpected to get results. I mean, 4-4 between Newcastle and Luton. That was such an incredible game. I would never have had Luton to score that much at St James's Park. But here's a mad stat. Only 7 people on the Super 6 app correctly predicted that result. I mean, that's mind-blowing. I mean, I joked about this in the previous video. They somehow travelled into the future, found out the result, came back to the past and filled it in. But yeah, overall, not the best round. I've had worse before. Man United beat West Ham at Old Trafford, while Burnley snatched a very late draw against Fulham, which only got me 4 points, but still better than nothing. So big up Datro Fofana. Yeah, Brighton absolutely smashed it against Palace. Now that is how you turn up for a derby. And also, Aston Villa were ruthless against Sheffield United, winning 5-0 at Bramall Lane, which brings me to this point. Sheffield United might as well announce their relegation from the Premier League, because they're just simply not good enough. To be 4-0 down inside the first half hour, especially at home, is an absolute disgrace. Have some shame. And at this rate, they won't overtake the likes of Burnley, Everton, Luton and other clubs near relegation. So yeah, there's not much else I can say apart from that. But yeah, let's move on to the first game. Tottenham Hotspur, it's happened again. Mate, they bowled it against Everton. They were 2-1 up and they conceded a very late free kick to draw 2-2. They got robbed 3 points. Man, you love to see it. I was absolutely delighted when I found out after my game that happened, so that made my Saturday. But yeah, you know, Tottenham going to this game only 7 points behind Liverpool, which is, they're still somewhat in the title race. Not that they're going to win the title, but they're somewhat in contention to. But yeah, I mean, Richarlison has massively improved after 9 goals in his past 8 games compared to only 1 whole of last season. As for Brighton, they absolutely smashed it against Palace in the derby. Great win for them. Pascal Gross, their in-form midfielder, with 2 assists. Their forward line, you got Welbeck, Joao Pedro, Lamptey. Their defence of Lamptey, Dunk, contributing. So they're going into this game full of confidence, but how do I see this game going? You know, Spurs have home advantage, and for them to have any chance of remaining in the title race, they have to win. And with home advantage, I feel like they will edge it 2-1. The most predictable game in this round, Liverpool, as far as I'm concerned, have already claimed the W. They go into this after losing 3-1 away at the Emirates, so they failed to extend their lead at the top. Whereas Burnley, like I mentioned earlier, drew 2-2 against Fulham. But yeah, I don't see Burnley getting much out of this game. Anfield is a very tough place to go and get a result, so I'll go straight into it. A comfortable Liverpool win, 4-0. I honestly still can't believe Wolves beat Chelsea 4-2 at Stamford Bridge. Great win for them, fair play. Matheus Cunha scored a hat-trick, and I feel like he's quite underrated, to be honest. He's a pretty good striker. But yeah, Wolves go into this game after their win at Stamford Bridge, while Brentford recently lost 3-1 at home against Man City. Wolves have now scored 7 but conceded 6 in their past 2 games, while Brentford have scored 3 but also conceded 6 in their past 2. So both defences are quite leaky at the moment. But yeah, I feel like Cunha and Tony will both score. However, I feel Wolves will be the better team and they will win. I'm going to go for home win 3-1. I think it's right to officially say that Newcastle have ended Villa Park's status as a fortress. I mean, blimey, who saw that coming? Great 3-1 win for Newcastle. That is now 3 wins in their last 5. However, Forest are winless in their last 5. And they need to find a win from somewhere to avoid relegation, because right now they're above it. And they're up against a decent Newcastle side. Though I think, what's his name? Taiwo something. He's from Nigeria. He's like 26. He's very strong, quick, and he returned from injury, which has given them a massive boost. But yeah, you've got, Newcastle's players are contributing a lot of goals, and I feel like Newcastle will have more quality over Forest. And do you know when I said earlier to predict the unexpected? Don't get me wrong, I'm still going for a Newcastle win, but I'm going to go for 4-2. This is one of the 2 big games on Sunday, with this being a big London derby. Great win for Arsenal against Liverpool on the weekend, which is now 3 wins in a row. So they're going into this in really good form. However, West Ham are winless in their last 5. So if they are to get something out of this, they're going to have to think of something. Last time these 2 sides met in the league, West Ham were 2-0 winners at the Emirates. So Arsenal have to turn that around and win, and hopefully they do. Yeah, so this is a great opportunity for Arsenal to win and to close the gap on Liverpool, to put more pressure on them. So I'm going for revenge, 2-1 Arsenal. Villa Park went from being a fortress to just a winnable ground now. I wonder what's gone wrong with Aston Villa recently. They've already lost 2 successive home games, both being 3-1 against Newcastle and Chelsea last night in the FA Cup. And with Man United being the visitors, they're licking their lips thinking they can get a possible win there, and rightly so. Question is though, will Aston Villa make it a hat-trick of 3-1 home defeats? Personally, no, but I feel this will be a cagey, even affair. Man United going into this game after a 3-0 win against West Ham, which is now 7 goals in their past 2. However, they did concede 3 at the Molineux against Wolves last weekend. So this will be a tough test for them. But like I said, Aston Villa, their 5-0 win over Sheffield United just papered over the cracks. They came up against a really poor Championship level side, and they played Newcastle at home, got completely battered. And Chelsea the same. And it's, they're going if they are to remain in the title race, they're going to have to really up their game and just liven up. So yeah, I'll go for a 2-2 draw. That is round 35 fully wrapped up, and my predictions are now locked in. I've pretty much got everyone to score except Burnley, so I'm expecting lots of goals. But hey, who knows? I don't want to jinx it, but there might be a shock result somewhere that we don't know about yet. So hopefully this should be a really good weekend filled with goals galore. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll set another realistic target of 10 likes. So don't forget, like, comment and subscribe. Take care and have a nice weekend.